you will learn about the movement of materials into and out of cells. The three main mechanisms that living organisms use to move substances in and out of cells are diffusion, osmosis, and active transport. Diffusion is the spreading of the particles of a gas or of a substance in solution from a region where they are at a higher concentration to a region where they are at a lower concentration, until they are spread out evenly. The particles of potassium permanganate from the crystal slowly dissolve in the water and move about until they are spread out uniformly. Diffusion takes place because all the particles in gases and liquids are constantly moving. Small light particles diffuse more quickly than large heavy ones. Diffusion is faster at higher temperatures because the particles have more kinetic energy. The oxygen required for respiration passes through alveoli in the lungs by diffusion. Diffusion is fairly slow. To make up for this, the surface area of the lungs is as large as possible, with millions of alveoli. The walls of the alveoli are also very thin, so there is only a short diffusion path. Diffusion takes place when there is a concentration gradient. Breathing in fresh air creates a concentration gradient, so oxygen enters and carbon dioxide leaves the blood more rapidly. Carbon dioxide enters leaves and leaf cells by diffusion. Leaves are usually thin so that the carbon dioxide does not have to go very far before reaching cells that need it, and flat, so they provide a large surface area over which diffusion can take place. The air spaces inside the leaf ensure that all the cells get a supply of carbon dioxide if they need it. Osmosis is a special kind of diffusion. It occurs when two solutions are separated by a partially permeable membrane. Osmosis is the diffusion of water molecules from a higher concentration of water to a lower concentration of water along a concentration gradient through a partially permeable membrane. A partially permeable membrane, like a cell membrane, is one that allows the passage of water molecules but not solute molecules like glucose. Osmosis takes place because water molecules can easily pass through the cell membrane. Molecules like glucose are too large to pass through the tiny pores in the cell membrane. Here there is an overall movement of water from the left to the right. The solution on the left becomes more concentrated as water moves out. The solution on the right becomes less concentrated as water enters. Water moves from the soil into the root hair cells of plant roots by osmosis. This increases the concentration of water in the root hair cells, so water then moves into the adjacent cells. This process continues until the water reaches the xylem vessels and can be transported around the plant. Osmosis is a slow process, so plants have many roots and root hair cells to increase the surface area for absorption. Plants are able to absorb mineral ions from a very dilute solution in the soil by a process called active transport. In active transport, substances are moved into or out of living cells through a partially permeable membrane against a concentration gradient. Because this process is against a concentration gradient, it requires energy. Respiration provides the energy for active transport. For this reason, root hair cells have a lot of mitochondria.